All right, we are following some breaking news at this hour as well. A deadly police-involved shooting out of Miami.
Miami police confirmed 2 dead, 1 injured, and that several of its officers opened fire. Local 10's Hannah Yashivi live at the scene with what we're learning right now. Hannah.
Andrew and Alexis, good morning. This morning around 3 a.m. it was very busy out here with a lot of people walking out of bars. We're specifically standing on Northwest 23rd Street right here in Wynwood, and it appears that among that crowd of people, a man was seen with a gun. Shots were fired, and a man and a woman died in this shooting.
Dozens of Miami police officers, evidence markers on clothing, a hat, a gun. A few streets in Wynwood closed for hours this morning, following a shooting earlier today.
There was some sort of commotion. Officers observed a male who was armed. Subsequently, shots were fired.
We don't know who fired those shots, if the officers or the man who had a gun. But what we do know is that 2 people died.
We know that the subject that had the firearm was taken to Jackson Memorial Hospital, where he is deceased. And we know that there was a female that was also hit by a bullet, and she was taken to Jackson Memorial Hospital, and she is deceased.
A third man had their hand injured, but he's expected to fully recover. As to why this was an officer-involved shooting?
Officers were in the area because this is an area where there's bars that actually close at either 2 or 3 a.m. And it just happened to be that they were at this place when it occurred.
Those officers involved were not injured, but we do know a few of them fired their weapons. Here's a tip for anyone if you find yourself in the middle of a shooting.
If you hear shots fired, is to seek low ground. In other words, just go to the ground. If you have a chance to escape from wherever you're at, then by all means you should do that. But what is taught is you drop to the ground. That way you're less of a target.
So now back to this shooting investigation. As I said, because it was so busy out here, a lot of people walking out of bars, for example, a popular one down the street here, 1-800-LUCKY. It was just dozens and dozens of people here, so that they're interviewing some of those witnesses who saw exactly what happened. They're also asking some of these businesses to share their surveillance video. We're also told that because this was an officer-involved shooting, right now the Florida Department of Law Enforcement is taking on this investigation, and they will release more details when they're available. We're live in Wynwood this morning. Hannah Yashivi, Local 10 News.